Good morning. Welcome to our 6 a.m. Practice of contemplation and prayer using 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. And I'm using the Kindle version so I can see it on the screen because sometimes in the early morning the candlelight is just not enough for me to read the teeny tiny little print. But I carry my book around with me because I somehow prefer the feeling of a physical book in my hand. So I love both the Kindle and the physical book. Wherever you're joining us from and at whatever time you're joining us, I thank you for being part of this practice. Today's reading begins with a paragraph about nature. It says, all nature shows a divine relatedness. I have but to contemplate the blade of grass, the growing leaf, or the solar system to see that the one who has created me shaped and arranged all things to prosper and exist in harmony. So there is a powerful statement, especially since this is the month in which we celebrate Earth Day and we consider our stewardship of our planet and think about what does it mean to exist in harmony with all that is. Now, the spirit knows only harmony, and that harmony can be drawn forth through us, through our creative use of our choices and our actions. And we also have the ability to go in the opposite direction. And that's an important consideration. When I live in harmony with the divine harmony, then things flow in a certain way. When I go in the opposite direction or counter to it, I create a different result. So there's a beautiful illustration of this in the movie called The Biggest Little Farm. It's a documentary of a couple that takes on a farm. Well, it's gone to ruin. It's been over farmed, with concentrating on single crops rather than diversity. And over a period of time, they work through coming back into appreciation of diversity, appreciation of the interconnectedness of all life. And it is a very moving and stirring documentary, The Biggest Little Farm. And it is for me, a reminder to seek out the original harmony and then to synchronize myself to it. So in personal application, that's not only in regards to nature and to recycling and to overuse of resources. I can mistakenly think abundance means doing whatever I want. Today I'm thinking about how can I bring myself into alignment with the original harmony in what I do, in what I use, in what I want, in what I think. Now, the reading goes on to say, and this is the affirmative part, because it's aspirational. I might not be here actually, but this is my aspirational thought. And this is the way of prayer. My thinking is in accord with the good of the divine and is acted upon by its creativity. And my thinking, when it is in accord with the original harmony, then it can do no harm. It cannot displace anything good. It cannot subtract from the good of anyone else. Even when there seems to be a difference of opinion or a conflict of human will, I turn to the divine wisdom, the original harmony. And in that harmony, I find the answers that I need. They wait for me. And so through this practice that we're doing right now, this is the practice of turning to resynchronizing with the original harmony. In doing that, it becomes clear to me how I may further the good of others. This is so important because New Thought is sometimes seen as being self-satisfying, individualistic, focused on the personal needs. And throughout the readings, we have this whole year seen the thread of the focus on others, incorporating the good of others into the good of our own. I see when I synchronize myself to the original harmony how I may further the good of others and at the same time be free to accept my own good. And I love that the author doesn't put personal good first. Now comes the next line. Whew, I'm going to have to really synchronize with this one today. I love it and I'm challenged by it. Today, I give up all impatience. Okay. Today, I give up all impatience. I am in harmony with the original harmony. That's my aspirational thought for today. I'm claiming that as my guiding light today. And as I do so, what becomes available to me is the experience of a greater state of progress and one that cannot interfere with the progress of anyone else. And so this thought, I paused there for a moment to think about how important that is for me to get that today, especially in the world today, where there is war, where there are nations imposing their will on other nations, disagreeing about possession and killing each other. So it's a very, very important concept for me to get here, to drop impatience, to align myself with the original harmony so that my progress is not at the expense of anybody else. And as I do this practice, I know that the synchronization to the original harmony gives me access to the love that is spirit. Then it gives me the ability to be a channel through which it flows. And then I can know this spiritually. There is no scarcity of good. Now, I'm not talking about the social condition where people are suffering, where there is poverty. I'm talking in the spiritual realm. As I synchronize myself to the original harmony, I see there is the availability and the potential and the possibility of us using the original harmony to love each other and uplift each other and to bless society in the world. My blessings are abundant. And by sharing them, I add to myself. I don't become less. So with serenity and joy and love today, I now understand the true meaning of happiness. And it is in bringing peace to all. And from this I am happy. And from my happiness, the world is made glad. So I love today's reading. And I invite you now to join me in a moment of spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer. There is only one power, the divine presence, which is the source of all things and is creating creation through itself and through its creation in an endless array of new ways through creation. This divine presence is the beloved Spirit, the one and only, the original harmony. And it is present right here where I am, as the life that lives through me, as the love that is resident in my soul, as the intelligence that causes me to see, understand, choose. It is all that I am. And it is all that is. This beloved one, divine life, delights in expressing itself through me and through each person on this call and beyond. And so with this spiritual mind treatment, I plant in my deeper mind the acceptance of the original harmony of life. I plant in my deeper mind the acceptance and the awareness of the truth of interconnectedness, interdependence, mutuality, collaboration. And with this, I sense the impulse of the original harmony causing me to act with integrity, understanding my role as a steward of life, as the keeper of these beings that I co-inhabit the planet with. And so there's a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation today for all life and all the lives and all sentience and all creation and all industry and all magnificence that causes it possible for me to be where I am. And so today, I dedicate a moment in prayer to create a whole day of patience and understanding and allowing and forgiving and releasing. And my heart is glad. There is a renewed hope, a sense of more than okayness. And I prepare to meet the world today with this, the light of the original harmony guiding my way. And so it is. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and thank you so much for the people who have sent me notes in the regular mail. That is such a wonderful thing. I actually receive notes in the mail, which I just love, and also the ones on Messenger and email. And um, I think I'm falling in love with this practice and with you. Um, Thank you in advance for sharing this broadcast with others. And thank you for letting me know about your experience with the World Ministry of Prayer. I think of myself as part of the World Ministry of Prayer. And so I think I can speak on behalf of the practitioners who say they love doing spiritual mind treatment for our community and beyond. So do take advantage of them. The connection is in the description. After this broadcast, I'm going to sit here for a little while, wait for the morning And sometimes that sits you for quite a bit. And I invite you to do the same. Have a blessed day.